Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we dive into the video, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon. Let's dive in. The room went dead silent the moment my sister raised her glass. Her smile was razor sharp, practiced, and dripping with control. Hook, at her own party, her sister announced, "This house is mine now." Then she pointed and said, "She's no longer welcome." What happened next shocked everyone. "I've already spoken to a lawyer," she said smoothly. "Starting today, I'm the owner of this house." She turned toward the guests, basking in the collective gasp, "And she's no longer welcome here." Then her eyes locked on mine. My husband quietly sipped his wine, pretending not to notice. Under the table, my best friend's hand gripped mine. I didn't move. I just waited, counted down in my head. 3, 2, 1. Then came the silence, heavy, suffocating. My cue. My sister and I had always been close growing up. She was reckless. I was careful. She stole. I covered. She lied. I made excuses. I loved her anyway. I thought blood would always be enough. When I bought this house, she was the first person I invited. She walked through every room smiling. But it wasn't pride, it was envy. I thought she was happy for me, but I should have seen the hunger in her eyes. It wasn't admiration. It was ownership. It started with little things. A misplaced envelope from my lawyer. A late-night call she took in my guest room. Then a dinner party where she spoke too easily about my finances. And one morning, I noticed a lipstick-stained glass on my counter. It wasn't from breakfast. It was from the night before, the night my husband said he was working late. I didn't react. Not then. I left that glass sitting on the counter for 3 full days. Like evidence under a spotlight. I stared at it until the anger drained out and all that was left was clarity. This wasn't just betrayal. It was theft. Anger is loud. Revenge, though. Revenge is quiet. I chose quiet. I let her think she was winning. I let him think he was clever. I acted blind to their whispers, their secret meetings, their hidden papers. Meanwhile, I went to my own lawyer, the one she didn't know existed. I locked down every account, transferred every asset, rewrote every deed, one careful signature at a time. I cut her out of my life so cleanly, she didn't even feel it happen. She thought she controlled the board. She strutted in ready to humiliate me, certain I'd crumble. But when she finished her big speech, I stood up slowly, calmly. "Interesting," I said, my voice slicing through the still air, because I spoke to a lawyer too. I held up a folder and every eye turned toward me. Inside were the documents, deeds, transfers, signatures, proof that every single move she made had already been undone months ago. "This house," I said, placing my hand on the wall, "was never in your name. It never could be. But your debts," I smiled faintly. "Those are." Her face went pale. The crowd stirred. The whispers began to rise. I stepped closer, my heels echoing against the floor. "You see," I said, "while you were trying to steal my home, I bought yours." Gasps spread through the room. She stumbled back, her confidence slipping as if the floor itself had turned against her. "And you," I said, turning to my husband. He flinched before I even finished. "You didn't lose me tonight. You lost your position, your access, your leverage." I paused just long enough for it to sink in. "She just learned who replaced her, and now you know who replaced you." His glass slipped from his hand and shattered on the floor. No one moved to help. The silence that followed was thick and final. "Hook," she revealed the documents. Her sister went pale. Then she said, "I bought your house." The room turned against them. My sister's hands trembled as she reached for her drink, but she couldn't lift it. Our friends, our family, everyone there just watched her crumble. "Get out," I said. Not loud, not angry, just final. She tried to speak, but nothing came out. My best friend's hand tightened around mine. Steady, supportive. One by one, the guests turned away from her and looked at me instead. She was already gone. They both were. That night, she left with nothing, and he left with no one. The house was mine. The peace was mine. The silence was mine. Later, standing alone in the doorway, I traced my hand along the wall. It wasn't just wood. It was proof. Proof that betrayal doesn't break you. It sharpens you, refines you. Justice doesn't yell. It waits. And when the moment comes, it whispers just one word.